Yo, this is the Fight Block. UFC 131 is live this Saturday. Junior Dos Santos takes on Shane Carwin in possibly the biggest heavyweight matchup in UFC history. I believe it's the number one contender fight, so winner gets a shot at Cain Velasquez. Fight was originally supposed to be Brock Lesnar against Dos Santos, but Lesnar's out. Just had surgery for diverticulitis and probably won't be back till 2012, if ever. So hopefully it wasn't a career-ending surgery. With that being said, I'm going to do a quick rundown on my predictions for the main card. In the first fight on the card, Donald Cerrone takes on Wagner Rocha. I don't know much about Rocha. He's 6-1 in his MMA career, with most of his wins coming by way of submission. He's an expert in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I really don't know how his striking is. Donald Cerrone, he's an experienced fighter. He's 14-3, currently on a 3-fight win streak. Former WEC lightweight. Won his UFC debut in his last fight against Paul Kelly by rear naked choke submission. Overall, he's got solid ground game, both good submissions and submission defense. And then he's got a Muay Thai background, so he's got solid stand-up also. I just think Cerrone's going to be more well-rounded. I think Cerrone is quite a step up in competition for Rocha. I think Cerrone will be able to avoid the submissions, keep the fight standing for the most part, and work his way to a TKO finish in the second round over Wagner Rocha. The second fight on the card, Damian Maia takes on Mark Munoz. Maia, he's the submission expert. Munoz, he's got the wrestling background. Might be difficult for Maia to take this fight to the ground, where he would have a huge advantage against Munoz. I haven't been all that impressed by Maia's stand-up. He's won his last two fights by decision, where most of the fight took place on the feet. Munoz, he's coming off of that KO win over CB Dalloway, but I really think it comes down to whether Maia is going to be able to grab a hold of Munoz and get this fight to the ground where he could submit Munoz. Most of this fight will remain on the feet, where I give Munoz a slight advantage. I think he's got the power to finish a fight, whereas Maia doesn't really pack a power punch, and I haven't been all that impressed by his stand-up. So I'm taking Mark Munoz by unanimous decision. In the next fight on the card, John Olav Ainamo takes on Dave Pee Wee Herman. Between the two, they have a combined 29 fights. Only 2 of those have gone to a judge's decision. Ainamo, he hasn't had a fight since 2006. He's 35, and he's giving the MMA run one more chance. He's a submission fighter. Dave Herman, he's an up-and-coming prospect. He's got solid hands. He has the ability to finish fights. He's also got decent ground game. He's a collegiate wrestler. I see holes in both the fighters' stand-up game. Ainamo, he's the weaker striker. Maybe he's made improvements since 2006. We'll see, but he's not known for his striking. But when the pressure's put on Ainamo, he tends to just cover up and back away. Herman likes to put on the pressure, move forward, and just go for finishes. But sometimes when he does this, he drops his hand, leaves his chin open. But I just don't think Ainamo's going to have the power to finish Herman. Herman's got a solid chin. So my pick in this fight, I'm taking Dave Pee Wee Herman. I think he's got the wrestling to keep this fight standing and avoid Ainamo's submissions. And I give the striking advantage to Herman. I think he finishes this fight. So I'm taking Dave Herman by TKO in the second round. In the co-main event of the evening, Kenny Florian makes his featherweight debut, taking on Diego Nunes. I'm going to make this one quick. My pick is Kenny Florian. I think he's just overall the more experienced fighter. He's cutting down from lightweight. I'm not sure how the weight cut's going to affect him, but I just think Kenny Florian overall is the more experienced fighter. He's got more tools. Nunes, he is 16-1. He's a former WEC fighter, but I mean his last 6 fights have gone to the judge's decision. He just hasn't been finishing anybody lately. Florian, he's going to have the size advantage. My pick, I'm taking Kenny Florian by second round TKO. I think he'll get good positioning on Nunes on the ground and finish him off with a flurry of punches, elbows, and the ref will step in. Kenny Florian, TKO in the second round. In the main event of the evening, Junior Dos Santos takes on Shane Carwin. I'm pumped for this fight. I believe the winner will get a shot at Cain Velasquez for the heavyweight title. It's one of the more anticipated heavyweight matchups ever for me. Just looking back at fights in the division, I think I'm most excited about seeing this one. Really, the fight can go either way. Both fighters have the power punch to finish their opponents. Shane Carwin, he has the wrestling background, so he could possibly be looking to take this fight to the ground, We've never really seen Dos Santos off of his back. I know Dos Santos has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but we've never actually seen him utilize it yet in the UFC. So, I mean, this fight can really go either way. I think Dos Santos has a little bit more technical striking. I think he's a little bit lighter and quicker on his feet. Although Carwin did cut, I believe, around 30 pounds, or he's taken off some muscle. He's in better condition. So I'm not sure how this weight cut and change of diet is going to affect him. Carwin's also coming off of a back surgery. He says he feels better than ever, though, and that the back surgery was a success. But whenever a fighter comes off a long layoff, especially following surgery, there's always questions. Overall, this fight can be considered a flip of a coin. Both fighters possess the skills and power to finish the fight. The only reason I'm picking Dos Santos is I feel there's a few questions in regards to Carwin, whether the diet, the change in weight, and surgery will affect him. Junior Dos Santos arguably already deserves a shot, but this will be 8 fights in a row if he can defeat Carwin. And I'm just pumped. I'm looking forward to this fight, but I'm taking Dos Santos by first round TKO. I think these guys will come out, be swinging for the fences, and I just think Dos Santos will catch Carwin and finish him off. UFC 131 live this Saturday. Predictions, better late than never. Thanks for listening again. I've gotten some great feedback from some users, so I appreciate it. Thanks for the comments, and check out the blog. I'm trying to upgrade it and add some stuff to it. I'm going to try and be writing some afterthought blogs following the pay-per-views, so just check it out, www.fightblock.blogspot.com. I'll post that link in the description box. Follow on Twitter. Once again, thanks for listening. Subscribe. Enjoy the fights. Peace.